Hi everyone. Thanks for helping me get 25 subscribers. I just wanted to thank you guys by talking about myself a little bit and how grateful I am to you guys. And I'm going to be playing my favorite Magic game while I do this. So, I'm just going to be playing against the computer because I'm not quite good enough to do ranked. I mean, Lewis is here, but he's kind of here for, like, moral support while I, talk about myself and stuff, because it's a little awkward, being out there and open about myself, because I'm a bit of an introvert. Let's see. I think I'll get started with, like, a little bit about myself. My name's Jason Moore. I was born May 6, 1991. I was actually supposed to be born on Mother's Day, May 10th, but I was actually born early because, like, I had health problems while I was still inside my mother, and, like, she was kind of a heavy smoker when, like, she was having me, so, like, I almost wound up not making it. So in a sense, I'm kind of like, hey, I'm a miracle baby, and it's like, I'm really thankful that I'm alive because of it. Let's see. Growing up, like, when I was in kindergarten, I wanted to be a teacher because I enjoyed learning and I enjoyed helping others. And I kind of, like, as I was growing up, like, through grade school, I kind of lost more interest in it, and I guess I grew more and more interested in art and being creative. So I got more and more into art until about my high school years. Mind you, during grade school and middle school and high school, I was teased a lot because I'm openly, a homosexual. I didn't actually, like, admit it until my high school years because I had friends who were there to help encourage me along the way. And basically, getting back to that whole art thing, I realized how, I guess, not good I was at art as much as I practiced. So I kind of lost interest in that, but I still wanted to be creative. And during my junior year of high school, I became a bit more interested in writing because again, like I said, just kind of repeating myself, I enjoyed being creative and I enjoyed making things. So I wrote different sorts of poems and stories because growing up I did, like, a lot of character creating and role playing because I was artistic, and it was a lot of fun to do. So I guess I slowly, like, lost interest in it because I realized how tedious writing was, and I kind of gave it up after high school. And after high school, well, oh yeah, I kind of forgot to skip out a little detail that I was actually a high school dropout because during my senior year, a lot of my good friends had left and they had dropped out because they were failing. So what had happened was I had actually stayed during my senior year, and basically, like, I was kind of suffering from depression in a sense, because my friends weren't really there to stand by me, and I just wound up getting yelled at a lot by my teachers and my principals, and it was like, well, why don't you, like, ask me for what's wrong instead of sitting there yelling at me, like, why are your grades slipping? No, it didn't help any. But basically what had happened was I had stayed for the entirety of my senior year, and I had dropped out toward the end of it because I got sick of dealing with it. So after high school, because I was still kind of into the whole role-playing, creating characters sort of thing, and being creative and just making people laugh in general, I became interested in drama. And I hadn't realized it, but during my high school years, there was actually a drama class that I could have taken, and I'm like, oh shoot, I wish I could have taken it. So, basically what had happened was, a couple years later, I was playing around on Xbox Live where I met people like Lewis and Austin, and I just kind of sat there and I made them laugh with my random quips and voices of sorts, and it was a lot of fun for me to do. So, what else? I guess, in a sense, that's how I got into doing voice acting and narrating, was from just doing random voices and being silly. Let me think. Let me try to gather my thoughts a little bit here. But yeah, that was basically like, after high school, I struggled with trying to get my diploma. And, sorry, I'm really not used to talking by myself. And about myself. Yeah, like, shortly after high school, when I met a bunch of different people online, and got into different sorts of voice acting techniques and such, and I grew more and more interested in it. So I went and I joined around on online, like, role-playing communities and such, and basically, like, I learned about 3 years ago that Lewis was doing, like, co-commentary on videos with his buddy JP. And I'm like, you know what? I'm a little bit interested in it. So I decided to give it a try. And I decided to start doing co-commentary on his videos and on Austin's videos, and it was a lot of fun. Like, I did that for about 1.5 to 2 years, I want to say. And then finally, about, I'd say 3-4 months ago, I finally decided to have the guts to start making my own videos. And here I am today. So, earlier this year, late last year, I got my first job working, basically, it wasn't actually considered a job. It was basically a training program that helped me build skills in order to learn how to work as a team, because basically what we did was we'd help revitalize the community. We'd do community cleanups, we would help rebuild houses for low-income families, and at the same time it would be a group of 16 to 24-year-olds that were high school dropouts working on trying to get their diploma. Naturally, because I still had the lust to learn and the knowledge, in about 3 months of the program, I took my high school equivalency exam, and in March, after waiting for my results, I actually passed, and I got my high school equivalency, which was probably the proudest moment of my life, or one of them, rather. But because I had taken my exam so early, I joined a program at my local college called the Pre-Collegiate Studies program. Basically, it gave me the experience and knowledge of how a college environment works. And basically every day in the morning I would, on Mondays and Wednesdays, I would be in English class, and Tuesdays and Thursdays I would take math. And it was a lot of fun. So, But basically, through the pre-collegiate course, as I mentioned, when I was a child, I'd wanted to be a teacher. And I'm like, well, being a voice actor isn't real, or a narrator isn't really like a realistic paying job, like out there that I could get right away unless I moved and had the money to do so. So what happened was, my math professor convinced me to go back into wanting to be a teacher because I helped her a lot with her lessons, and she thought I would be a really good teacher because I would show different methods to help people learn whatever she was teaching in class. I would show different methods, and they would compliment me and how much I would help them. So basically, I wanted to become a math teacher again. It kind of like my interests with jobs kind of went full circle. Like it went from teaching to art to writing to acting, which I still have as a hobby, might I add. And now it's back to teaching, and it's kind of went full circle. And now I'm going to college because I got my diploma earlier this year that I'm really proud of, and I got experience of college through the pre-collegiate program, which helped out a lot. It was a pretty cool experience. But yeah, now I'm going to college for general studies at my local community college, and I'm going to be hopefully transferring in 2 years for a degree in teaching, which, as a side hobby, I'm hoping to take a bunch of like acting, drama, theater sort of classes, so I could have like either a double major in like both teaching and theater, or just like a minor in theater, which would be really cool. But yeah, that's basically me. And with that, I think I'm good with talking about myself. Thanks for listening on about my random quips. I'm gonna finish this game. If Lewis feels like unmuting himself and talking now, he's more than welcome to. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, because I think I'm done.
A wild Lewis appears! Well done.
Thanks.
I told you would do well. Yeah, but guys, I mentioned it several times in my vlogs, not really in much detail, but Jason is a really good friend of mine, and I want to thank you guys who have been supporting Jason on his channel, especially if you guys came from my channel, came over to Jason's to check out his content. Give him the same support you've been showing me over the years. Jason's a really great guy. I mean, he didn't give you all the details, but I know there's some things. I mean, I've learned some things today that I didn't know about Jason, and I'm glad that I did.
Yeah, and I realized that I left some things out that I kind of want to go back over.
It's okay. You'll get to that eventually, and just keep them in the loop.
Yeah.
But like I said, guys, Jason's a great guy. He's been through a lot. He's so many inspiring stories that he's been through over the years. I mean, half of the things that Jason's gone through, I don't know if I could handle going through on my own. And that's saying something right there.
Yeah.
You know, it's just show him the same support, show him all that love, guys. Jason's a great guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'm winning this game, but it's fine, guys. We're doing it live.
I was really hesitant, like, should I unmute? Should I unmute? Yeah, so I was like, at one point I just typed in a message like, you're doing great, buddy, keep going!
Yeah.
Fun fact though, when we ran into each other on Xbox Live all those years ago, it was on Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Yep.
And it was just right about the time where they released these Cerberus character expansions, the Phoenix characters. And so The first match I had joined in, I was playing with my new Cerberus Adept, just using the little biotic whip, just throwing things around, and Austin was on open mic. I'm pretty sure Jason was on open mic as well, but he wasn't talking as much. And I was just flinging people around, and it was like, Austin's like, oh my god, it's Spider-Man! And that's pretty much how our friendship started. It's just,
yep.
You know, it's just a random matchmaker.
Online communities, what they can do for friendships.
Oh yeah, definitely. You'd be surprised at what happens. I mean, it's just like, you want to make some good friends? Go, like, one of the ways to do it is go on Mass Effect 3 multiplayer and use a Cerberus Adept and just vine whip people all over the place. Oh no!
It's okay. I'm like really rusty with this game.
It's okay. I mean, he's basically an undead Athleo from
It's just a random avatar for an AI.
Yeah, I know, but he basically does look like the main character for most Assassin's Creed games. UB. Anyway, that was really well done, Jason. I'm glad that I was able to help you out with this.
Yeah, I wanted to talk more, but like I totally slipped up and forgot some things.
That's okay. I mean, you spoke from the heart, and that's what matters. And like, I'll be honest with you. I mean, my first vlog, I think that was the most nerve-wracking for me, and it always is. Like,
yeah,
just,
like
it really is. You are putting yourself out there, and it's in a vulnerable state.
I honestly thought that this was gonna turn out like a lot more me talking like negatively, especially with like things that have like happened to me. And it's like, well, it didn't because I forgot to say it.
It's okay.
But anyway,
you'll eventually get to the point where you can mix the two interchangeably.
All right. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for all your support and love for me, guys, especially if you've been coming from Lewis's channel and such. I really appreciate the support you guys have been giving me, and thank you for 25 subscribers! Woo! Yay! My first milestone!
And here's to many more in the future, Jason. Clinkies!
It's hard to believe. Within 4 months I did that.
I know, it's great, isn't it? It's a great
Alright. Thanks for watching me rant, guys, about my life. I'm sure you guys will enjoy learning a little bit more about me, since I'm so quiet.
And stay tuned for more Jason vlogs in the future.
I doubt it. I'm too much of a nervous wreck and an introvert.
No, you'll get used to it. I thought that was the case. Don't worry.
Alright, thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you around sometime soon.
Yep, thanks for joining in on Jason's vlog, guys. Keep supporting the channel.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.